brush my teeth, put on my clothes. Can't wait to see how this day goes. Get my schedule, it's looking long. Then as I peruse it, I hear the bell bong. I know that this day won't be boring, because it's my kingdom and it's just a... Ah! Do you mind? I'm trying to sing here. Sorry, Your Majesty. It's just a normal morning. Who needs the sun when you have the scream of 1,000 slaves? Please kill us, waking up to the smell of blood every day. We didn't do anything wrong. Hanging is legal and bloodletting is too. If you don't abide my tyrannical rule, he's coming after you. Violence and gore, we have this and more, and I never want it to end, but we do. I'd rather be the king than to have pathetic friends. I stop this, and the screams, and I store them in jars, then use their fingers as picks for my guitar. It's just a normal morning, a normal morning. A torturous morning, a terrible morning. Ah! Eek! Ooh! Wash my head, please. Octavius, please stop this. Oh, let me think. No. Oh no. Walking back to the castle, a place of beauty, walls white as pearls, but I know the streets won't be. And when I finally get home, I have some time to be on my own. Octavius, you know that they can't see. If I told them what I am, then they would not respect me. Someday I know I have to tell my story. Blood and then self-doubt, shutting that world out. It's just a normal morning. Looks like you're in hot water. Trust me, I can tell. I've spent my whole life looking after people that were not well. Me and you are very alike. We keep our true selves away. But you are a king, so let me give you some advice today. Hit the organ, get the drum beat. The real world is cruel when you're not their type. People can't decide just what they like. But you and I know differently. There are people that will accept you and me. So listen very closely, take a chair, have a cup of tea. Today I'm your doctor, and I'll tell you what's good for you, you'll see. So swing to the rhythm of your beating heart, and sway, they'll never tear you apart. Express yourself and let no one in your way. Let it fly, let it fly. You will find there are so many nice people out there. They're kind, they will love you and they will care. Believe in yourself, you'll find out if they're nice. Express yourself, that's Ranj's advice. You say you're all with an iron fist. Well, that might contribute to your nervousness. If you treat people like they're poor and slaves, it will take much more for them to accept you that way. Octavius, a valiant man, who believed if he could take what he wanted he can. But maybe you should change your point of view, then your people are bound to listen to you. So swing to the rhythm of your beating heart, and sway, they'll never tear you apart. Express yourself and let no one in your way. Let it fly, let it fly. You will find there are so many nice people out there. They're kind, they will love you and they will care. Express yourself, you'll find out if they're nice. Express yourself, that's Ranj's advice. Tap break! Some things seem so far away, like that dance competition I did that day. The people loved me, but the judges did not. I felt I would never get another shot. But this school hired me, and I found a new meaning. Maybe Octavius, you should stop your grieving. One more time! So swing to the rhythm of your beating heart, and sway, they'll never tear you apart. Express yourself and let no one in your way. Let it fly, let it fly. You will find there are so many nice people out there. They're kind, they will love you and they will care. Believe in yourself, you'll find out if they're nice. Express yourself, that's Ranj's advice. I'm glad I met you, you seem quite nice. Express yourself, that's Ranj's advice. Who is that face staring back in the mirror at me? Who am I? Is this who I'm meant to be? My whole life I felt different to everyone my age. Now as the king, I can get a chance to turn a new page. And it's hard to decide whether it's wrong or right. It's eating me up, it keeps me awake at night. Should I keep to myself, or should I let the rainbow fly? Where do I fit in my land? I did some horrible things to get where I am. I'm an example, everyone looks to me. If only they could see how hard this choice would be. I have to find my purpose and fix all their wrongs. I have to find my purpose, and I have to stay strong. the actions I committed, trying to take over the earth. I was so close, but those teens came along and destroyed all my worth. I came back one day, but they locked me away. But I didn't mind that boy who fought against my might. I just felt he was my kind. So I'll do this for him, and I'll do this for me. I'll show my subjects how great I can be. I won't keep to myself, I'll let the flag fly. What if they judge me for my evil self? They'll think I'm only doing this for my own health. And what if they can't see the sweeter, softer side of me? Is this my purpose? Fighting for people that are like me. Is this my purpose? I had no idea how hard this would be. Conflicted, so unsure. Why am I worrying so much for? I'm not ready, I can't go on. But what will I leave when I'm gone? I know I can do this if I look deep inside. I know I can grab the flag and let that rainbow fly. I know where I fit in. It's time to let my true life begin. For him, for me, for them. My subjects will sing of the truth that I give, then I will find my purpose. I think that it's time to come clean. I will find my purpose and awake with a brand new meaning. My purpose finally has a new meaning. You may be wondering why I'm here today. Well, the truth of the matter is I have something to say. I've kept it in for many long years. Despite my doubts, despite my fears, I've tortured you, my my subjects, but I had a reason to do so. I wanted your utmost respect, so you wouldn't tell me to go. But now it's time. I'm like a rainbow, so many colors with many remaining unseen. Like a rainbow when the sun hits the rain and creates a radiant gleam. The signs were all there and I wouldn't have it any other way. Subjects, I have to admit that I'm gay. You could feel it inside you, but you dared to say a word. For you all had a fear of being punished and making your yells heard. But that's why I kept it in. Or you think I'm soft. Now I'm spilling the beans, and I'm giving it all I've got. I'm like a rainbow, so many colors with many remaining unseen. Like a rainbow when the sun hits the rain and creates a radiant gleam. The signs were all there and I wouldn't have it any other way. Subjects, I have to admit that I'm gay. Equality shining brightly. What do you think? Does anyone object to the fact that I prefer men and I act slightly weirdly? What do you think? Tell me, I wish to know. I'm like a rainbow, so many colors with many remaining unseen. Like a rainbow when the sun hits the rain and creates a radiant gleam. The signs were all there and I wouldn't have it any other way. Subjects, I have to admit that I'm gay. Equality shining brightly. What do you think? Does anyone object to the fact that I prefer men and I act slightly weirdly? What do you think? Tell me, I wish to know. I don't mind, I'm gay too. Really? Shouldn't be afraid to be somebody else. You don't need everyone's approval. to be yourself. It doesn't matter who you love, as long as you still love someone. I'm glad you had the courage to say this to everyone. Though we once thought we're made up, I still think that you're messed up. But you can love whoever you want to if you give that stuff up. You're perfect, Octavius, exactly the way you are. And don't let anyone put you down, because you're a shining star. Men, women, who cares, as long as you have someone there. You're perfect, exactly the way you are. Alright, your turn. I couldn't possibly. Come on, give it a shot. Alright. I once thought that everything could be mine, but after my defeat, I went back and spent time going over the things I'd done and how to make them fade. But actions like the ones I took can never go away. Though we once thought we're made up, I guess you're right, I'm messed up. But I can love whoever I want to if I give that stuff up. I guess I'm perfect, exactly the way I am. And I won't let anyone put me down, because I'm part of the plan. Men, woman, who cares, as long as you have someone there. We're perfect, exactly the way we are. And now we can make the change, rearrange our broken ways. Now I can make those bad things fade away. I will always be by your side, and nothing can break us, as long as we have each other forevermore. I think we know the score. What the hell, Tom? You're married with a daughter, and you've had your time with your crushes. Now let me have mine. Ooh, nice one, Heidman. Fine, you can stay and finish that duet. Just come back at some point. We're perfect, exactly the way we are. And don't let anyone put you down, because we're both shining stars. Men, women, who cares, as long as you have someone there. We're perfect, exactly the way we are. We're perfect, perfect, we're perfect, perfect, exactly the way we are. We're perfect, perfect, we're perfect, perfect. Exactly the way we are. Now we know where we fit in. It's time to let this amazing life begin. For us, for you, for them. The people are all so equal. And then we found our purpose. I'm so glad I came clean, so glad you came clean. We found our purpose. Our lives have brand new meanings. This amazing life flowers grow and see all my plants bloom. When I wake up, I feel all happy because I know my garden is waiting for me. I love gardening. I love gardening. I want everyone to know how delightful it can be to watch the flowers grow. And during the day, the sunshine warms me as I see my garden growing for me. I love gardening. Back in my garden as it waits for me. I love gardening. When me and you first became friends, I thought our friendship would never end. But then I realized you would sing and only talk about one thing. Did I really do that? I didn't have a clue. I never knew this is what I put you through. Is this why we don't do anything? I'm sorry for just talking about one thing, but now we can change. Now we can grow. We can learn how to get along. Now we are here in the garden clear. We can laugh and dance and sing, and we can talk about anything. We can talk about anything. When me and Mr. Bloom thus became friends, I thought our friendship would never end. But then I realized he would sing and only talk about one thing. His gardening was the only thing he ever liked. He never let me talk about what I liked. He never asked what I would bring, because he'd only talk about one thing. Only one thing, only one thing. Mr. Bloom only spoke about one thing. He never asked about what I bring. He'd only talk about one thing. Gardening this and gardening that. He never gave me any slack. That's why we grew apart from our little fling, because he only talked about one thing. It was such a little thing, but it was big for me. From gardening I was never free. I wanted to speak, after all I'm nearly king, but he only talked about one thing. Only one thing, only one thing. Mr. Bloom only spoke about one thing. He never asked about what I bring. He'd only talk about one thing. He'd only talk about one thing. He'd only talk about one thing.